For our second recipe today, we're going to make semifreddo, which is a half cold dessert, more mousse-like than an ice cream, but definitely something you'd want to eat as a dessert with maybe some espresso drizzled over it. So to get started, we are going to take cream and pour that in. If you don't have a stand mixer, you could certainly whisk this by hand or use, a KitchenAid, like a little hand mixer. Half of our sugar. We're just gonna let this whip till we get stiff peaks. When you use a stand mixer, this can come together fairly quickly. So we wanted stiff peaks, and the way you can tell is when you do this, see how it stands up by itself? So that's a stiff peak, it didn't fall over on itself. So we're gonna take this out and put it in a separate bowl. We're gonna wash this so we can mix our other ingredients. So I've put our whipped cream in a separate bowl. We've cleaned out the mixer. We're going to take egg, some sugar, or the rest of our sugar, vanilla and salt, and we're going to blend this until it's pale yellow and almost tripled in volume. So it's interesting, this is definitely an Italian dish. Pronounced semifreddo. I've really got to work on my Italian pronunciation. I keep getting corrected when I go to Italy, which is my favorite Italian market to shop at here in Dallas. But this dish is kind of a take on a parfait that you would find in France. So it's very mousse-like, it's light and airy, and then we're gonna freeze it so it kind of becomes a frozen custard. So we'll get this going till it's tripled in size and pale yellow, like my dress. So this was not a lot of eggs, it was just a few eggs. And if you find that your sugar and other ingredients aren't all coming together because it's a small amount, it's okay to stop, scrape down your sides of your mixer and get that kind of all blended together and then start it up again till it's tripled in size. Our egg mixture has come to a pale yellow color. I'll show you. And it's tripled in volume. Does it match my dress? So now we're gonna take that whipped cream and we're gonna fold it into the egg. So we'll put that in there and I'm gonna show you what folding is. You don't wanna stir it. This is a very airy dessert. The whipped cream is what creates that air and that mousse-like texture. So if we stirred it, we would take all the air out of the whipped cream. So all you wanna do is fold it over and spin, fold it over and spin. We'll do this till it's combined, and then we'll be ready to put it in our loaf pan. So this is a dessert that you really should make the day before because it really should sit in the freezer overnight. Our next step would be taking that loaf pan like a bread baking dish, line it with some plastic wrap. That way it's easier to turn out the frozen dessert once it's done. I actually did one yesterday, so we've got one already frozen in the freezer. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this a TikTok thing? We should have the music going, except that I'm too old and I can't get all the way down. All right. Loaf pan. Blue's my favorite color. Nice and frozen. We'll take this out, we'll slice it, and we'll serve our semifreddo. All right, everybody, moment of truth. It should come right out. Yes, look at that. And we'll take the plastic wrap off. Make sure you get all the plastic wrap because nobody wants to bite into that. We are going to slice this, is how you would serve it. And make a pretty presentation. I'm gonna do 2 slices. Tastes similar to ice cream because it's got that eggy kind of custard. You could drizzle berries on this. You could put whipped cream on this. I'm gonna drizzle a little espresso. So kind of a coffee kind of flavor on it. and that'll kind of soften it and make it nice and easy to eat. Normally, if you're gonna eat this for dessert later in the day, you would not drink espresso with this because then you would never sleep. And you guys know me, I love my wine, so I'm gonna have a glass with my dessert. This is actually the Bastianich family. So if you're familiar with Lydia Bastianich, who's had an Italian cooking show for forever, her son Joe does wine, and you can find this at Italy in Dallas. I think they have a location in New York and in Las Vegas. Buon appetito.